Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this.
That's right. Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to
you know Deion
already
none of that.
We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment. Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we doing this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. And this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is
I am undefeated in me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real. That's what I did. I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Oh, man. Ain't nothing like getting up and getting that worm. Ain't nothing like it, y'all. Respect to everybody who's rocking with me right now. Not even the day ones, the minute ones, the ones who came here early in the first second to get this thing cracker like a McAfee from the jack into the back end. Oh, I'm loving life right now, even though life ain't perfect. It's all about making the lemonade. So every building block that you have towards your path of success, enjoy it. Don't lose enthusiasm. Don't let the defeats defeat you. As we can see, anything is possible, right? Yeah. We all saw this. God, dog. I mean, fairy tales really happen. Like, seriously, the score is 27-21. The winner is the undefeated Indiana Hoosiers. Where they go? Hoosiers. I get it. And Miami, 3 losses. Hey, say what you want. They earned that opportunity. They got in, and boy, we're glad they got in. Just imagine if Miami wasn't in there. Think about the path for Indiana. Blowout city, right? The spankings that we had to see till we got to this point where you finally saw them actually get pushed. They score. I actually locked it in. The first half, I told y'all it was going to be like 3 or 10-0, 10-3, something like that, right? So I locked it in. I should have bet on it, but I don't do all that. But then you start to see that Miami was actually playing more than just an athletic talent game. They were playing a smarter game than I anticipated. And Indiana was playing a little more reckless than I anticipated. That means there's competition, right? What I tell y'all a long time ago, when you get into high stakes poker, big time games, plan A don't count. Because my plan A and your plan A, they nullify each other. I'm good too. What you mean? So now what's your plan B? And you can see that they were going chess move to chess move that entire second half. You score, we score. You stop this, we stop that. Oh, it was so beautiful to watch. But the path that Indiana took here, please don't slight this team. I understand everybody's like, yo, I ain't see this coming. Well, open your eyes then, damn it, because it's here. And boy, is it here to stay. I love this. This is the path that they took. Had to go through them. Alabama took that bank, spank. Then they said, oh, Oregon, let's spank y'all too. Whack, Aflac. And then they got Miami. They ain't spanked Miami, but they beat Miami. They won against the Hurricanes. So we didn't get to see Michael Irvin put belt to ass. We didn't get to see none of that craziness. Ray Lewis looked sick on that sideline. Do y'all see what he had on? The hat that matched the uniform with the turtleneck. No sweat, no drip. Ooh. Is it humid in Miami still right now? I ain't been in Miami in this time of year forever. But look at this. Not only did we see Indiana get to this place and have a perfect season. They haven't had a perfect 16-0 season since when? They said the turn of the century when the Ivy League that started football. So all y'all who disrespect the nerds out there, just respect that they created what y'all love the most in this country, which is football. Yes, the Ivy League. We did. Not y'all, we did. Okay? So Indiana did something that we haven't seen since Yale. Woo, Jesus. And they also did something we ain't seen since the SEC, which is this. Y'all keep talking that talk. All y'all down south. Dirty South. Make I really do it in the East Coast. Look at Michigan. Ohio State. Now Indiana. Who's next? UCLA? SEC, y'all done fell off. Y'all like New York rap. Nobody want to hear that shit. Yo, check it. I'm outside. Yo, I'm at the bodega. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy, we were playing Sega. No more. We don't care about your Timbs. No more. New York won because they were first. Then all of a sudden, the West Coast said, give me that, homie. All right, homie. Woo, all them whistles and all that. Creeping down the back street on D's. We took it from y'all. And then the South took it from us, and they ain't gave it back to nobody. It's down south, and it's going to stay down south. It is what it is. But you know what it is? It's amazing to see a fairy tale come to life, for real. I love it when dreams become real. I don't give a damn who it is, especially when it's somebody that I love, like Signetti. He really mean a beer, y'all. Blah, blah, blah. I mean like one. I think he only had one beer. Because you imagine Coach Signetti drunk? Because we already know he on one. He wake up out the bed on one. Them facial expressions, them mannerisms, dog, he is fascinating. It's insane how he has taken over college football that fast. And shout out to Miami as well. Ruben Bain and all those guys. I mean, that dude, Dwight Freeney 2.0, Mr. Bain Jr. Oh, God. I just got a chance to meet him at the Ronnie Lott Impact Awards. Shout out to Ronnie Lott and all those guys. My man, Mike Salmon and all them that put that beautiful event together. But I got to meet him. And when I met him, there's all different types of pass rushers out there, as we know. But some of the best just look different, right? So Dwight Freeney was kind of like a bigger fire hydrant, right? Like real stocky. I met Dwight Freeney before he even got into the league. Real stocky. But you don't see the muscles everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't that type. He ain't Javon Curse, right? Tall, lean, and all that. Jason Taylor, tall, lean, etc. Right? TJ Watt, not as tall, but lean and all that. No. Sometimes you almost look at him like, dog, I don't think you can run that fast. And they're literally quicker than the guy who's long and lean. At least as quick. And it looks quicker because it's rounder. Bang, set. You don't even get the T out of hut. It's he a tornado. And he was coming. Pause. He was blasting. Woo-wee. Mendoza was balling out there. That was a game. This has been, here we go with the hyperbole, but I'm not lying. This has been the best month of football I have ever seen. At every level. Like all the playoff games, yes. And I'm not talking about just college. I'm talking about the NFL. League changes. You got to watch the whole 4 quarters. How many blowouts have we seen other than when Indiana plays except Miami? Like 3 out of like 15. We've seen like 15 games. 12 of them been amazing. Not even good. Not even great. Amazing. Caleb Williams, when he threw that, he ran back Mad 95, ran back 50 yards and then threw a dart 100 yards and he caught it. We thought the game was over. Then we were like, the game ain't over. Oh, my God. This is insane, all right? So how is Indiana going to sustain this is the conversation. Where are we going to go from here? Think about it. Where are we going from here? Because you got to be able to keep this. What the teachers always say, it's hard to get an A in this class, but it's even harder to keep an A. So Indiana, like now you see it. Now this is the toughest part because before you didn't see it, so you were believing into something that you could help create. The reason I went to Columbia is because of that recruiting line. Marcellus, I know all these schools want you. Do you want to go somewhere and carry the torch, or do you want to go somewhere and light the torch? Fernando Mendoza went to Indiana, lit the torch, left Cal, right? You talk about Coach Cignetti, left James Madison to light the torch at Indiana. It was dead. No pilot. Gas company, delinquency bill, nothing. Now, they lit the torch. Now, does somebody want to go to Indiana to carry the torch? Doesn't it sound like LSU is where you want to go to carry a torch? Alabama, carry a torch? Think about it. See the difference in the mindsets? It's a different psychology. I'm going to go somewhere that I know, maybe because of NIL and now, it's not the same in terms of how it's regarded, but in terms of reward, it is the same. Think about it. So are you going to go somewhere where it's all glossy? LSU, right? Oh, my God, look at that. Look how that shiny object. Or are you going to go somewhere where it's not as shiny, but guess what? It rolls the same. Ooh. Well, Nick Saban has a theory about it. Let's hear it.
Now, I didn't get the memo because I'm not a part of it. Who are you SEC people pulling for? Another national championship, rooting for anybody else? Or what are you guys? Miami because it's kind of southern.
Yeah, you got to break up the Big Ten streak.
Yeah, you can't have. What do you?
To me, in this day and age of the culture we have now in college football, paying players name, image, and likeness, transferring, it's an advantage for the Big Ten. I don't care. You'll never convince me otherwise.
The North?
The North.
The North?
Because people in the South would not go to the North unless you paid them.
Right.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yep.
Now.
Blah, blah, blah. What they say, there's a little bit of truth in every joke. Yeah, I mean, look, y'all just got that dough up there, and that's the only reason they go into that snow up there, because ain't no other way. Man, we're going to continue with this. We got some spicy topics to get into. We got some politics to get into, some sports media as well. You know how we do it on this show. But let's talk through this because y'all are in the comments. Let me give y'all some love. Smith Hot Racing says Dwight Freeney was the Tasmanian devil. He spun like 4 times in one play. Yeah, let me give you the Dwight Freeney breakdown. It was crazy because I got to meet him actually. I'd heard of him at Syracuse and all that. And then a friend of a friend was his friend, dating, whatever you want to call it. She was fine. So that was my homeboy's homegirl. And then he was like, oh, yeah, she dating some dude that go to Syracuse, play football. I was like, oh, okay. Then next thing I know, Dwight Freeney. Like, what? She dated Dwight Freeney? So we kicked it that time in Miami, all that stuff, and known him ever since. That's the homie. But the point is, I used to watch film of him. He did two things, smartest things ever. He was so fast off the edge, he'd come off wide nines, as they would say. Like him and Mathis, way out. Look at this. This is how their defense looked. Like they angled in and they way out here. And then they coming downhill. Forget the running game. We'll play that on the way to the quarterback. But we're going to come here. Here's our first point of attack because the offensive tackle will meet you, right? And Dwight Freeney basically is like, I'm going to get to that spot before you. And if I do, I am running right by you in the speed rush. Okay? So what does the offensive tackle do? He gets smarter. He fat, but don't let the fat fool you. He can recover too. He can move way more than he's showing you. Oh, okay. You want me to get out there? I got a wider wingspan, a stronger kick, whatever it may be. So then the offensive tackles used to get smart and then kick out harder. So then Dwight Freeney's counter move was like, oh, you actually met me at the spot. It was just all about the angle, all about the precision of that spot. And then he said, oh, you met me at that spot? That means there's no way you can cover your inside. So instead of doing an inside move, think about what an inside move is. If I'm trying to go across you, I meet you at this spot and you meet me here, I try to do an inside move. Look how much of my body is exposed to you as I go inside this microphone, which is that tackle. However, this is what Dwight Freeney said. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to get skinny on your butt and I'm going to make it twisty. Tasmanian devil. And he'll chop. And then look right now. Look how much body the tackle has. Look, I'm spinning. They spinning. I'm going to keep spinning. They spin. Look. If you do it right, there ain't no contact surface, right? And even if it was here like this, it's disappearing on you. So now you got to adjust. You got to move your hands on that and they go, genius. I don't know why I ain't think of it. One, because my body couldn't do it, but two, woo! And then it was the same thing every time. I'm going around you, I'm going inside. And every now and then, of course, they going to stop it because they like, he going to spin. And you know, you turn into a soccer goalie. You know, and soccer goalies, he going to kick it this way, right? You know what I mean? They start getting to this point and they be like, he going outside, and it will work. And sometimes, you know, Freeney tired or whatever it may be, but that was the game plan. Genius. So that was Dwight Freeney, right? Insane. And then you got to talk about what else is going on with this program. I'm trying to see if we can see Cignetti do this again. Can we see Indiana do this again? Of course we can. Will we, though? And how is Cignetti in terms of coaching? And Nick Saban, when he's talking, he has a six-part documentary coming out on ESPN. Is going to be insane. But let's talk a little bit more about the program and how the dynamics of coaching working with Cignetti.
I had one more question for you. I saw a quote this week. It was from one of the IU players. I can't remember who it was, but he said, Coach Sig doesn't really coach us. He coaches the coaches, and then they coach us. What does he mean by that?
Well, I think when you observe things, you're observing things. Okay, so you can either go directly to the player and say, hey, you used the wrong footwork, you had the wrong hand placement, whatever it might be, and coach the guy over top of the coach that's coaching them. Or you can go to the coach and say, hey, look, these guys are not using the right footwork. They don't have the right hand placement. And when I used to coach the coaches was all the time is when we watched the film after practice. You know, on the practice field, I got to be honest with you. I coached the secondary the whole time I was a head coach. And I was the GA for whoever the secondary coach was, but I was taking over. So, but everybody else, I let the coaches coach. And then when we watched the film, you know, I would coach the coaches and say, this is bad footwork with the offensive line, or the receiver's not at the right depth in the route, or whatever it was, or the punter is not taking the right steps, and when it's New York protection, he's supposed to kick the ball to the left.
The ball went that way.
We always coach the coaches. Yeah. And I think that helps them develop. But the other thing I always did with Sig knows is every time we hired a coach, I made the whole staff interview. Because it's two things. It's the whole staff learns maybe a whole new system that this guy runs on offense, defense, or whatever, so it makes them better coaches and they have better understanding. But it also gets us a better chance to evaluate, can this guy actually present to players like we're the staff as players, and how good is he at teaching? So I'm sure Sig does that too.
Yeah, I think it worked out. How'd you feel about the quote about you don't go to war with warm cookies?
Warm milk and cookies.
Warm milk and cookies. What do you think he's trying? He's talking to his players there, right?
Absolutely.
Everything
the media.
Everything him and Cristobal were saying for all this was directly to the players. Like Cristobal comes on and he's like, all my guys care about is work. Okay, that's all they care about. They don't talk. They just want to work. It's like, oh, he's talking to the boys right now. Hey, if anybody's asking any questions, we're just here to work. And then Signetti's smiling in some of these things. A lot of people saying, hey, Sig seemingly smiling in a couple of these moments. Hey, we need our edge back.
Yeah, it's a psychotic smile. It's not like, oh, hey, how doing? You know, he's thinking 40 steps ahead already.
Blah, 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 blah. A few gems in there. Let's just kind of dig a little deeper as we like to do on this show, kind of layer it out. I heard Nick Saban say what true power really is delegation. That means I know I'm the head coach. Don't mean I got to be in charge and ahead of every single little thing. No, I need to let people do their thing, let them have their power, even though I have the absolute power, right? I understand that. So I'm delegating these responsibilities. And Signetti used to be on Saban's staff. That's why the coaching tree is important. So he's letting you do you. You do you. And then I'll coach you up after so that, one, you understand my message. There's no conflict. Because, look, if you coach up a coach all the time in front of his players, a couple things will happen. One, if the coach is real, if the coach is about who he is, there's going to be some pushback at times, right? Like, everything ain't yes, coach. Everything ain't yes, Mr. Saban. It has to be sometimes, no, I'm doing it this way because I think this way works. So you need to have that away from the players because you don't want your power to be undermined. You don't want the players to be looking at you like, ooh, look at coach getting punked. You don't want that. Then coach going to come back to you and try to punk you. You be like, man, I ain't dealing with that. That creates resentment, right? I see how you act around Saban, but I see how you act around me. So now I know you flip-flop. You ain't thorough. So Saban, smart for even doing that. And then he said, when I did go to the secondary, I was the GA. That means I'm underneath that secondary coach, not head coach over the secondary coach. So he said, I ain't going to undermine your power. You got this. Now, we get together, closed doors, we going to alter. We going to navigate our GPS. We going to lock it in. I love that. The second thing was talking about how he let the whole staff interview the next hire. Put you on the spot. You going to coach these kids? Let's talk to these adults first. See if you know what you're saying. Because sometimes you can win an interview, but you really ain't going to win in here in terms of the culture. We can't relate to you. We can't connect to you. So that's a beautiful thing as well. That's why, look, we're taking you behind the scenes. We're taking you into the recipe, what mama was cooking, right? And that's why Nick Saban is Nick Saban. When you start listening to Nick Saban, it's insane. You're like, oh, this dude, he done mastered it. And now Signetti, who's been under his tutelage, seems like he's going to master it. It's a culture. A culture. That's what good parenting does. That's what everything is about. It's not about monitoring every single move your kid makes. It's about instilling in them the work ethic, the work mindset, the work habits, so that when you let go, or you're not there, you know they on cruise control. And that cruise control is going to take them right to where they need to go. Man, that's my goal, my first goal. I got many goals for my kids, but the first one is put them on a good coordinate, a good longitude and latitude. Put them on a good GPS. Man, let them be on a good autopilot. Just takes them where they want to go. Making their dreams a reality. You know, there's always going to be turbulence. We get it. You're going to have to learn how to take off and land. We know. There's going to be layovers. We get it, baby. All right? There's going to be setbacks. It's all good. Just dreams a reality. It's all about the culture. Let's hear more about the culture.
Well, and I want to ask you, as an investor and somebody who wants to pour money into this program because you want to continue to build this success, how do you mitigate the risk of overspending, overpaying, and then you're in a situation of where you're not getting that return on investment or you lose the blue-collar element of your program?
Sure, it's a great question. I talked to Scott Dolson, who should be AD of the year on the planet, and we talked about that specific thing. The minute you start chasing the most expensive people coming out of the portal, you lose your identity. You lose your culture, because every other guy who came into the program sees that. Why are they chasing him and bidding him up, and they didn't do that for me? Why is it now about 5 stars as opposed to the blue-collar, hard-working guys? Because you know what it's like. All you guys do. Guys have to know their roles.
Yes.
And they have to be excited to come to work every single day. And it's literally work now because they're getting paid. And so you got to know how that fits. If you don't understand that, your program's not going to work. And if you don't have coaches that can turn that into a one-year guy, in basketball, we talk about basketball IQ. You got to have football IQ. You got to know exactly what you're doing. And he knows how to identify those guys. He has the coaches who we paid a fortune for, because they know how to teach those guys and coach those guys. And you got to have that organization with Scott Dolson and Pam Whitten that keep that together. But to your point, Danny, if you don't, the minute you lose culture, the minute you lose the locker room, it's over.
Blah, blah, blah. Just had to point out a couple of things. This right side of the screen got the memo. The championship game is in Miami. I like it. Show up in the T-shirt and the khakis. Respect to is that Jordan Peele? Is that his name? The comedian. He got a lot of Peele in him. I know we all don't look alike, but you look like Peele. And okay, the linen. All right, do you? Anyway, all right, blah, blah, blah. It is about that culture and this workforce. Isn't that crazy? College football is now a workforce. Just imagine when my kids are 5, 6, and 10. So I got one that's going to go to college in 8 years. And then, I got like almost 13 years. In 13 years, I got 2. I got a little girl that's going to go, Daddy, you going to check me into the dorm? Oh, I got a little baby tear almost coming. You going to check me into the dorm? Yeah. And maybe she's playing ball. Maybe she's not, whatever it may be. Because when you play ball, you check in a little earlier and people already know you. So it's not as much of an icebreaker. I feel for all you just regular students. Seriously, I feel for you. You got to go somewhere and first day you got to say, hey, hi, how are you? My name is Jacqueline. What? I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was such a privilege to walk on campus, and then you already saw some people going like this. Or, when you walk by, you hear, hey, that was that guy we just recruited. Or some people really walking to you, hey, Marcellus. Coach said, hey, Marcellus, how you doing? Glad you found the gym. It's all good. What's up to you? I mean, like, God dang, dog. I mean, oof. But that's the culture. You playing ball now. How it look? How we acting? What's going on? Woof. It's so much to it, man. It's so much to it. And nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. And it wasn't hate. I hate when we say that. I hate when we say hate because people don't see it coming. Some things you just need to see to believe, right? So in a lot of cases, people were like, ain't nobody going to do what Indiana just did. Ain't nobody. Y'all don't believe me? Somebody said it.
The idea, I think we've all got to wrap our brain around. I don't know if we'll ever see an undefeated national champion again. If we do, that's a really good team.
Well, we just saw a really good team. Shout out to Sark, my guy. We came out same draft class. That was my neighbor in L.A. when he was coaching at USC. That's my dog. Let's go. You're wrong, though.
Because it's just so difficult. And it's not so – it's difficult, yes, because of the quality of the opponents you play, but it's so difficult to stay healthy that long. I mean, you're going to have teams in years like we had last year where you lose your starting quarterback. And how do you respond to your quarterback being down? Or you lose both your left tackles. That happened to us last year. Or your left tackle, then your right tackle. And do you have the depth to endure? And so I think you're going to see teams more and more now, 2 losses, 3 losses, maybe even 4 losses that get in. Not very different than the NCAA baseball tournament of what that looks like. I looked at Vanderbilt, I think, as a number 1 seed. There was a point in the season they were 11-10. And now they're the number 1 seed in the baseball tournament. And so I don't know, and we kind of saw it in basketball this year with Florida and them winning the national title. This idea of somebody's going to go 16-0 in college football, man, put a statue up somewhere of that team because I just don't know if that's going to happen again.
Well, blah, blah, blah. Statue of Signetti. Here it comes because out of Sark's lips to our ears, it happened. But Sark is not completely wrong either. If you really listen to him, he said, I don't know if it's going to happen. If so, they really good. Put a statue up. Yeah. But he also said, we're going to see a 3-4 team loss, 3 and 4 loss team going at it. We just saw it. We saw an undefeated team. He literally nailed it. We saw an undefeated team, really, really good. And we saw now Miami, a 3-loss team. Miami has 3 losses. That's the top. What? Look at those two roads. That's why on this show we ain't going to pick sides. Both roads got there. 2 losses to get to the third, but we are the runner-ups, and then undefeated all the way from beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I want the same old loving, baby, right here. Bow. Champ, runner-up, what up? Tell them, Sark. I love it. I love it too much. Beat up in the comments. We're going to get into this Josh Allen. People tiptoeing around Josh Allen. People taking care of Josh Allen. Is it racial? It's always the first level. It's because he white. Oh, is it? Or is it because we see something else in him? Boy, it sucks if you got to be that good and get that much scrutiny, and then all of a sudden when you don't get that much scrutiny, people say, oh, they taking care of you. It's crazy, right? It is truly crazy. Well, beat up in the comments. Who's number 1 right now? As I can see, too many damn comments. Okay, here we go. Smith Shot Racing says, I understand what Saban is saying. As a head coach, it's easier to coach up your position coaches versus coaching each player on a one-on-one level. Absolutely. You better not walk around that damn locker room tomorrow. Come here. See you in my office in 5 minutes. You too. Come here. I see you in 10 minutes. You 15 minutes. You 20. Saban ain't gonna have time to floss. You ever see Saban off the field? He got that Mercedes with them spinners on it. He gotta live. He ain't doing all that. Real spit. Real spit. Oh, man. I got some love right here. Chris Cheshire says, Marcellus, you said no points in the first quarter. Bruh, I told y'all. I know a little bit of football. You know, I've seen a lot of football. I played even more. Told you. Told you how that game was going to go. It was going to be like a boxing match. Ding, 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 ding. That's all they doing. They're gauging. All you doing is trying to see what's going to work later, because later is greater. Right? Right now, I show you all my cards. You be like, that's it? You know what I mean? Not just in terms of seeing it, but in terms of your mindset. You're like, that's it? You got to set me up. You got to bait me. That's one thing I didn't do very well at defensive end, and I will blame others for this. I didn't play defensive end my whole life. I played defensive end my junior year of college. So there's some muscle memory I never gained, right? And one of them was I learned it kind of later in my career when the body was kind of failing, or the mind clicks on when the body starts to shut down. And I was just like, I was a big, fast, strong athlete, play. We were watching, no lie, yesterday, my son and my daughters, we were watching. I said, my son was watching the game and something. He's like, Daddy, something like, we don't see, you ain't do anything or something like that. I don't see any of your plays or highlights and stuff. And I was like, fool, they ain't even have no damn camera phones when I play. What you mean? So then I was like, let me see if they have any of my film on YouTube. And I typed in 2001. No, first I typed in like Buffalo Bills 90s, 98, 99. And I saw it. I was like, oh, they showed a game where we played against, it was Doug Flutie, and we played the Chicago Bears. And the first play they showed, I made a move, and I grabbed the quarterback and slid down the quarterback and missed the sack. And the announcer was like, Wiley, got him by the ankle. Oh, Wiley lost it. And my son was like, oh. So then we watched one more, like some crazy good plays that I had. And I was like, yo, YouTube, thank you. And it literally said, posted, published a year ago. Somebody is going back retroactively and putting up old game footage. Whoever you are, keep doing it, because it made my kids smile, and I'm still smiling from it, so it was dope. All right, let's get into Josh Allen, see if he going to smile, because right now Cam Newton got something to say to you, big dog.
And why are we tiptoeing around the obvious issue here, and it's the underperforming Josh Allen? Talk about it. Like, I mean, as a person who was this was supposed to be his year. The quarterbacks that you're going up against or potentially going up against was Bo Nix, Drake May, and C.J. Stroud. And when you start to think about your performance in Denver, you had an opportunity to win, and you didn't. So as we critique Josh Allen, people are losing their jobs because of Josh Allen. You have out of all the turnovers, the worst turnover for me was the one right before the half, because it was a 10-point swing right there. And
I want y'all to catch one thing. Okay, he's right. Those are the worst turnovers. We always listen to Coach Belichick talk about that last possession before halftime, how important it is, especially you're going to get the ball back. It happened last night with Cignetti and them in Miami missing the field goal, and then Cignetti saying we're getting the ball back second half, and if we can go score, then we're going to be up, up big. What were they? They missed it, so they were up 10, something like that, and it could have been 17, if we go back and score. So that last possession, Miami lost, boom, hit the goalpost. Then you come back, if you score, woo, that's 10 points. So that's what he's talking about. But that's not what I'm stopping this for. And I'm not stopping it for that jacket, too. I see you, Kappa. I see you, baby. What, they noops or something, right? That's dope. It's this. Peep this. First player, Josh Allen, with 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles lost in a playoff game since 2015. And that just makes me say, golly, dang, 4 interceptions. 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. But we just also saw, and we're going to talk about that, C.J. Stroud have 4 interceptions, right? So you can get there many ways, 2 picks, 2 fumbles lost, or you can get there like C.J. Stroud, 4 picks. Crazy.
Now, how much did you lose by, Mr. Schrager? 3 points. So all these different things comes down to one specific individual that you're going to give him the opportunity to say, hey, what do you want? Man, hell no. No, it ain't what you want. This is where we're going. We need Josh Allen. For as great as Josh Allen is, he has not showed the clutch gene that we judge the quarterbacks off of. In order to be a great player, and this is coming from a guy who did not do this all the time, but if we're talking about being a member of the media now, we judge players off this metric. How he performs late in the season, and also how does he perform late in games. Josh Allen has not showed up. And that's the thing now that if I'm Sean McDermott, I'm really scratching my head. Right. And now with Brandon Beane, I'm like, yo, why would we do this or involve a guy where my whole responsibility as president of head of operations is to get the best out of each and every player. As my discernment show, I don't need no homeboys. I don't need no partners. It's going to be a fraternity house in there. I need him to be peaking in December.
Blah, blah, blah. Cam Newton dropping jewels there at the same time, also doing television. Because Cam Newton knows there's a deeper layer to this conversation, even though he didn't get to it. Maybe he got to it another time. But the deeper layer is this. We ain't got time to fire everybody on this team. And when we talk about football, the acronym NFL stands for not for long. So there's a scarcity mindset. There's a scarcity model. We're always looking to improve, but at the same time, we got to be smart enough to know where it's not worth the risk. So, Josh Allen, your franchise quarterback, what should we do with him? Well, we know he's underperforming in terms of our team success as our leader. Now, he's had moments where he's done well enough where they should have advanced. 13 seconds left in Kansas City is not on Josh Allen. Fully. But they should have advanced, right? You know, you need the breaks. I can flip it. Patrick Mahomes winning some Super Bowls, if you look at his numbers, is not all Patrick Mahomes doing that. Fully. So, you know, sometimes the wind goes with you and you sail across the finish line. Patrick Mahomes has done that in the Super Bowls. Sometimes you make it happen for your team. Jalen Hurts did that in the last Super Bowl. And sometimes you do what you need to do and it just doesn't go your way. That happened to Aaron Rodgers many a times. Defense giving up 40 and I'm out here balling. It goes all types of ways. So the deeper conversation is, what should we do with you, Josh Allen? Don't forget, we got a new stadium opening up across the street. Don't forget that every single franchise, especially their fan base, especially when you're in Buffalo, needs to be excited about something new. Do I want a new franchise quarterback? No. Do I think you could even go find a new franchise quarterback? No. So guess what? That's a dead-end conversation. Okay? How are we going to get this fan base excited again, y'all? Because it's Buffalo. They are battered and bruised like the wings up there. Battered. Beat up. 13 seconds. Music City Miracle. Wide right. What are you going to call this one? The catch. No catch. I mean, they don't just lose. They have episodes. They have, like, sagas. Documentary losses. So how you going to get their energy back? How you going to fill up the Big Tree Inn right there on Stadium Row? How you going to get all this going again? How everybody going to put on their jackets when it get cold and come out there, or take their jackets off and go shirtless in freezing temperatures? How you going to do that? Getting a new quarterback? No. Keeping the same coach? Because guess what? You start to lock in, just like in you and your relationship. I'm going to do better, baby. She says, I'm going to do better, baby. But then that sounds good. That feels good. Y'all go upstairs. Y'all get horizontal for 2 minutes. Y'all loving life. Laying there, kids knocking at the door. Mama, daddy, y'all good? Daddy, great. Daddy, great. Get up, towel off, do what you do. Then y'all go on your day. Then you come back home and you see that face again. It ain't triggered you yet. And then she says, hey, baby, I'm back. How long you been home? You're like, oh, I got here about an hour ago. Then she walking. Then all of a sudden you hear, And he like, what, you good? Oh, you been here an hour. I thought you would pick that up. Thought you would clean up them. Thought you would get some, that honeydew list, whatever. I thought you would already have, I thought you would have already up. Back to that old energy already. You better go upstairs again and get them 2 minutes in. Point being, his fan base needs something new. And I love Sean McDermott. I think he's a great coach. He going to find himself a new place, new space, all that. Probably somewhere warmer. Duh. But at the same time, nah. You got to reinvigorate the fans. It's just, I've told you this 1,000 times. Let me tell you 1,001. The game is different on every level. From ownership in their G6, it's bottom line numbers. And how do I contribute to the bottom line numbers? It's all of the fans, all of us viewing it, all of us purchasing merch. You're not doing that if it's going to be the same old in your head. So all they do is reshuffle the deck. The owners make sure you reshuffle the deck if we don't like these cards. Do you like these cards? Do you like the no catch? No. So reshuffle. Give me something else. Come on. You got something in there. Okay? General manager, we got to reshuffle the deck. Team president, we got to reshuffle the deck. Josh Allen got to come. Watch him. You see how he reshuffled already emotionally? Crying on camera and all that stuff? Not saying it's not authentic. I think it's real. But guess what? That's a reshuffle. That's a different card that we've seen from Josh Allen. We seen him lose in the playoffs before. Did he cry after 13 seconds like that? I don't think so. It's a new one. Come on now. Y'all want to talk it? Let's talk it. That's why he's still there. Now, you get a few more of these where they point directly at you. You start seeing stats like that at the bottom of your name. This ain't happened since 2015, and it ain't good. Then we start saying, okay, what happened in San Diego? All right, Drew Brees, we want you to be it. We drafted you to be it. You and LT supposed to be this dynamic duo. Let's go draft the first-round quarterback. Phillip Rivers. Then Drew Brees says, oh, let me ball now. Too late. Never too late, never too late. Yes, it is. Too late. I don't care what you do. That's how the game goes. Someone told me this. I thought it was funny, and then I thought it was actually kind of weird, but then kind of true. Someone said, peep this, that the guy on the left, y'all know who, that's my favorite player outside of the teams I played for, and the guy on the right, someone said this is nothing but a wide receiver that knows how to throw. His name is Lamar Jackson. Someone told me that Josh Allen ain't nothing but a tight end that could throw. And they said, don't believe me? Watch him in January. Interesting. Anyway, so 2 turnovers in the divisional round game. This is last year. Guess what they call him? A playoff choker. I don't know if these are really quotes, but tell me if you heard these. We certainly know the sentiment. I don't want to quote. I think they did the quotes for effect, but let's go. Not quarterback material. I mean, somebody really said that after that last year. Do you really? Can't throw. Okay. I don't know if we're counting people on Twitter that have accounts with no names and avatars. I got those kind of accounts too. But at the same time, when we count those, you can say anything on them. Not a leader. I've heard that one, I think. Running back, bum, 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 bum. NFL Harden. Oh, I've seen a meme like that. Okay. Can't get over the hump. Now this year, listen up, y'all, because this is it. McDermott's fault. Well, they just fired him, so maybe that's true. Joe Brady's fault. He might get promoted, and we don't see. Ref's fault. Kind of was, but we're going to get into that. We still got that topic coming up. No help. I ain't heard that one. I shoot the lights out. Oh, Oh, I don't know about that one. That's the reach of the one. I ain't heard no help. Got James Cook. Shut it. Just another night. Poor Josh. I think we actually gonna hear that one. We got somebody talking about this. I think somebody said poor Josh. Rigged. Yeah. Team let him down. Ayo, the team let him down. Ayo, the team let him down. Well, tell me, guys. Tell me. Beat it up in the comments. Tell me if this is true or false. And thank you, Brian Untitled, who is now a member. Welcome to the draft pick. We got members and stuff. All right, if you're a member, I'm obviously going to give you some love. But more importantly, tell me what you want. I'm supposed to give you some love. Brian Unlimited said Buffalo should trade up to number 1 and get Mendoza. Hell no. Nah. Man, I'm going to read everything you say because you're a member, but hell no. Nah. I'm squeezing all the toothpaste out of that damn Josh Allen tube. Ooh, that did pause. I am getting it out. Ooh, got a double pause. Point is, hell nah. That tight end can throw. Let me see. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm going to see Josh Allen in a couple months. Yeah. Event down here with Aaron Rodgers and everybody. So, no, he's not getting traded. No. And first of all, you can't trade him. The dead cap is stupid. But 2, why would you trade him to do what? Get this much better, maybe? This much better? No, we keeping it. Simple as that. All right, let's talk about another franchise quarterback who simply said something I thought was interesting. We're going to get around. We got a few topics, spices, all that. Bengals Joe Burrow weighs in on controversial NFL playoff moments, and he says it's not the official. So he's talking about the Buffalo play. And then he talked about the next day to play with the Chicago Bears and the Rams. Okay? And he says this. The amount of people that don't understand what a catch is in the rule book flabbergasts me. And it's not the officials. The 2 plays yesterday were not difficult calls, and they got them both right. It kind of slapped me right there. He was like, oh, so the Buffalo one. And look at me. It's impossible to remove all bias, I assume, because I am still going to look at it like, damn, I hope this goes and breaks Buffalo's way. But the one where, Cooks has the ball and then he lands, that technically is the old rule. And the new rule is I don't give a damn what happens on that ground. Your butt better have the ball. If not, whoever got the ball. There's Bryant rule, right? And by the letter of the law, even I got to admit, and I know I've been fighting it. Yeah. And then the other one, I don't know why that's different, but that one is he caught it and maybe did some football move, or he was standing and he got down and then they took it. Standing to go down versus you establish possession, you establish territory before we establish possession. I'm trying to make sense of it because he made some sense of it when he said that, and it makes sense. All right. A couple of tidbits out there. I'm not even going to go to the screen. Eric Bieniemy is now back in Kansas City. They expected to hire him back in Kansas City. So now he could go back and be the offensive coordinator again and then let Andy Reid call the offensive plays again. Back to life, back to reality. Beat up in the comments because we about to go there on CJ Stroud. People trying to fix him. Some people say he broke. Some people say he ain't going to never be fixed. Some people say, let's draft let's move up and get the number 1 quarterback. Real spit. So let's get into it. Mark Solis says, good morning, Mr. Wiley. Good morning, Mr. Mark. Josh Allen is almost at the end of his Super Bowl window in Buffalo, but perhaps a new one opens if he goes to another team. Man, hell nah. I love you, but hell nah. It ain't that. Super Bowl window, they said that to John Elway for 15 years. Then he finally won it his last 2 years. Super Bowl window is when a quarterback is good. If you got a good quarterback, you got a chance. That's it. And it don't even mean your good quarterback is somebody that everybody knows. He's a household name. Everybody, oh my God. Bo Nix, ball out. Go ahead. Drake May, ball out. Go ahead. Did you see Drake May coming? Did anybody see Drake May coming? Anybody see Bo Nix like this? Did y'all say, oh, Sam Darnold gonna go to Seattle and do this? Did you? All you saw was Matthew Stafford. Yeah, he probably can again. But then this offseason, no, you didn't, because his back was hurt. He had a backiotomy. He didn't even start the season in training camp. He was hurt. My neck and my back. So What window? See, this is why everybody on NFL Live predicted that the Texans will win, and they all were wrong. This is why you say their window's going to close soon, and you're wrong. And this is why I don't even make those type of predictions with any type of sincerity, because I know they don't mean anything. That's why on this show I don't like to do previews. I do reviews. I do a preview, I'm wasting your time. It's intriguing. Oh, yeah, get me built up. Let them do that. It's a trillion shows that will tell you, I'm telling you, the Houston Texans defense, unbeatable. There's no way that they could lose. There's not enough offensive firepower coming from New England. I got the Texans by 3. What'd you say? Want to get away? Want to get away? Well, I know somebody who does want to get away. His name is C.J. Stroud. Let's hear it.
C.J. Stroud, I think he cost himself millions and millions of dollars these last 2 games because there is no way I'm going to extend him. I don't want to make the mistake the Dolphins did with Tua.
Ooh.
You got to Kyler Murray. You got to show me again next year. And even then, I'd be a little apprehensive because something was going on. Body language was terrible. And I know the conditions weren't great. I understand that. But they weren't great for,
Drake May?
Oh, I will say Drake May didn't play that well either. But there were throws where you're just going, what is going on here? So much so, here is Troy Aikman, who was calling the game, talking about C.J. Stroud.
I will say this, Joe. D'Amico Ryans and Nick Caserio, they've got some tough decisions they've got to make about this team on the offensive side of the ball. They replaced Bobby Slowick last year after his 2 years as the offensive coordinator. C.J. Stroud has been chasing his rookie success for the last 2 years. He's not been the same player. We've not seen the development from him. There's a reason for that, and it has to be addressed.
Patriots and Texans combined for 8 turnovers. The last time you had that, 2001, the Rams against the Packers. That's when Brett Favre threw 6 interceptions. Kurt Warner had an interception. They had a couple of fumbles by the Green Bay Packers. So sloppy football there. If you have average quarterback play, we have the Texans playing against the Broncos with a real possibility of going to the Super Bowl. Just average quarterback play. I thought they were going to bring in Davis Mills. I thought maybe just give the offense a little jolt of something there because, you weren't out of it. When you're down 5, and I'm thinking, oh, my goodness, you got all these turnovers, you're at home, and you can't put them away. And then they finally did. But you're watching that game, and you're just going, man, something's up here. And then you could just see C.J. Stroud just kind of look like, I don't know. I don't know. And New England, give them credit. Drake May hasn't looked great, but they played just good enough to win. That's all you need to do now. No style points whatsoever.
Man, he nailed that, didn't he? Blah, blah, blah. Give him a round of applause. My partner right there, Dan Patrick. Hey, respect. Look, nobody's against critiquing. No one's against criticism. Let's not get into that media place where we're like, you're always bashing somebody. No. Call it like you see it. Balls are balls, strikes are strikes. Not only did he say he didn't play well, he also said something was going on, and that's what we're going to get into. What's going on? Because even I noticed it. Okay, I'll give you this. The first time I met C.J. Stroud was at the rookie premiere. He's obviously the rookie, not me, because if so, he wasn't born. So I meet C.J. Stroud, and immediately I had this contrast of who he was. Because, he's religified, upstanding guy, very polite, very direct, real spit. And then I looked at his crew. And I'm not going to, now I can tell you, because I kept it tucked away because I was like, it didn't add up. And I didn't know which side to believe. So I believed all the side of the religified and the other. But his crew was a crew that I knew, very familiar to me. The crew that I used to know growing up, and I would say, I don't think you could go everywhere I go. That was it. You know what I'm saying? That crew, they can't go everywhere you go. Just whatever. And they were at the rookie premiere. So I was like, this is one of his biggest moments. I get it. But at the same time, I was like, this is an interesting contrast. Then I thought he liked me, maybe from it or around it, but it ain't him. It ain't in him. But what that can always take you to, first and foremost, is a distraction. If your crew don't look like you, don't act like you, be careful, because you're going to end up doing what they do. Maybe. So that gets you into the distraction conversation that I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but people are saying, let's just say he ain't all in like he used to be. Now, there's a lot of reasons. Some people say some concussions that occurred. People saying it was a play here or there. Some people saying how he's been acting, and we got some breadcrumbs on that. I was like, you know me, I like to do my homework now. I said, interesting. Boy, let me give Dan his credit for what he said. Something's going on mentally, just, the eye of the tiger. Listen to the lyrics. Rising up, back on it. Well, I don't even know them. See, but the point is to focus. Think about it. You're an airplane pilot, and you got where you wanted to go. CJ Stroud, I got where I wanted to go. You plugged in the coordinates. It took you right there. Right there. Those coordinates got to be exact to get right there to that airstrip. Think how big the damn planet is, and you're going to land on this little airstrip with this smaller plane. It got to be exact, right? I'm going from L.A. to Houston. Boom. 1 degree off. This is sports. I learned this the hard way too. 1 degree off. That means I ain't getting my sleep. That means I'm in these streets. That means one too many girls hollering at me. That means even the one girl I got, we hollering too much. That means I ain't watching all that film. That means I ain't going to lift all them weights. That means I ain't going to eat all that good stuff. That means I'm going to be on this phone, mama, what you talking about right before the game? Okay, I got more tickets, daddy, whatever it may be. That means, hey, big dog, okay, let's go. All right, one more. Hey, I'm going to leave right now. Nah, man, stay a little longer. We need you, homie. I could keep going. Y'all get it. 1 degree. 1 degree off. You think you landed on that strip? Because look at the distance traveled every day, 365. This is your 3rd year. You off course. Rising up. No, you ain't rising up. You're not rising up. 1 degree. Let's see if we can hear where that 1 degree came from.
Final 5. I know what I'm doing, dog. Mahomes, Lamar, myself, Dak.
Joey B.
No, he didn't really play last year. And then Hurts.
Dak,
yeah, bro. Dak, that boy.
Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with putting yourself in there. I get it. I don't think, everybody know he wasn't top 5. Like, no, not yet. I mean, after rookie year, you're like, ooh, you better look out. But then he had Hurts and Dak in there, and then I'm like, damn, he worked for Jet Magazine or something like Mahomes, too, that's 4. Who's the other? Oh, Burrow. He get Burrow, I guess. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if that's the 1 degree or not, but it certainly ain't. He ain't mapped into reality like the rest of us. See, this is me. If I am not, I am not. If I am, I am. That's my goal. That's me, to live in that world, not live in the world that you pumping me up or I'm pumping myself up. I don't need all that. Got enough. So, interesting. Some people point out this moment.
Good job out there, bro. Yeah. Hey, stop taking those hits. Yeah, I know. Hey, learn from those mistakes, and everything that you got, bro, is in you already, bro. You're going to be a hell of a player in this league. Yeah. All right, boy. Appreciate it. For sure.
Okay, we're going to break this down. You know me, I'm a body language expert. I don't know what year is this, so I'm not gonna lie. But I do know, unless it was this year, and I heard about this. So this was last year, yeah, right? Beat up in the comments if I'm wrong. So that means this is your 2nd year, CJ Stroud. You already had that rookie year. This is so sophomore year for you, and rookie year, freshman year for Caleb. This ain't the moment for this right now. First of all, you got my number, I got your number, whatever it may be. At worst, if you got to get this off your chest, Mr. Stroud, can you please put the towel over your mouth at least? But, you know what? Never mind, because there are microphones too. So let me just tell you, big dog, vet, you got 1 year on me, vet. Chill. Okay, so I'm about to microanalyze this because this is gangster. Yeah, it means like, whatever, dog. Like, yeah. What are we doing here? Like, good job. Like, I don't know if Caleb is defensive, but he already smells and senses like, watch it.
Hey, stop taking those hits. Yeah, I mean, hey.
Caleb gone. Now he's like, oh, this is that mandatory time wasting. I got to give him a little more credit and respect. I don't need you to sun me. I don't need you to tell me what to do, not to do, because guess what? I think I'm better than you. But I ain't going to say all that, and I got to show that. So why are we talking about it? Look, excuse me? Excuse me, Mr. Brady, Tom? Oh, you not? Oh, okay. Mr. Mahomes, Patrick? Oh, you not? You mean you just born 1 year earlier than me? Oh, you coming off that high. You're coming off that first year high. This is why they have sophomore slumps. I'll explain.
Those mistakes and everything that you got, bro, is in you already.
This is the exact look. These eyes are the eyes that I get from my son after 10 seconds of teaching him something. The 11th second on is this. I have literally talked to my son before and said something. I'm dropping jewels, Wileyisms. After 10 seconds, I'm like still talking. Then I wake myself up. I'm like, ooh, I just dropped some dope. Did my son is still looking at that screen. I am way over there. He gone. He like sensory overload. Dog, what are you talking about? Oh, hold on. He gave him the pug. He gave him the spanky. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm about to.
All right, boy. For sure.
Yep. He gave him, how many yeps he gave him? 3. 15 seconds, 3 yeps. That means I ain't tripping. I ain't listening to you. Maybe not. Am I microanalyzing? I always do it, so it doesn't matter. I like to microanalyze. Shoot, I like the little things in life. Forget all the big stuff. Okay? So since that photo, people have pointed out, got to be more careful. CJ Stroud, your passing yards right here. Caleb done passed you. Rushing yards, Caleb done doubled you. Touchdowns, Caleb done got you. Interceptions, whoa, Caleb said, I ain't got you there. Look at this. You got to watch yourself. Look at the look. Look at the look from CJ Stroud like, man, I'm telling you, I already figured it out. In 1 year, look at his hand. He's stopping that man. That ain't a hand of compassion or connection. That's, hey, don't leave me while I'm trying to talk to you because I know you don't want to hear it. Look at that lip poked. Oh, I think we own the one. I think everybody own the one. That's crazy. Keep talking.
I mean, if you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks.
Damn.
And it's unfortunate.
With Jarrett Stidham?
And any other quarterback. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't get this defense not only in the AFC title game, but then more than likely in the Super Bowl if they win that game yesterday. Bad quarterback play wins that game. Bad quarterback play. The pick six and the fumble, that's 10 points right there. Now, credit New England. New England made some crucial plays in crucial moments. Drake May's touchdown to the 4th down to Douglas, the touchdown to Steph with the ball placement, the booty play, no question. But if you're Houston, I think Houston and Buffalo walk away from this weekend sick to their stomach because they look at all the self-inflicted wounds. And Houston is just going to sit there and go, if 10 turnovers by CJ or 5 picks, 5 fumbles in 2 games in the playoffs.
Yes.
And I think now if you're Houston, you're going to sit there and go, what do we do at the quarterback position in the future? I mean, if you're
blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, this is a lot. But, hey, you know, on this show, we keep it balanced. I don't give a damn who you are. Black, white, orange, tall, medium, small. I don't care. I don't look at color like that. That's why I laugh when people point it out. Like, oh, you only want to talk about the black quarterbacks. If the black quarterback sucks in the moment, he getting talked about. The white quarterback sucks in the moment, he getting talked about. You want to talk? You want me to protect him? I ain't looking out for nobody. Okay? That's how I was raised. My daddy said, dog, right is right, wrong is wrong. Daddy, but I'm your son. He was like, I know. You're still going to be my son after your ass get this whooping. After that teacher suspends you. See, that's your problem. You want a little less accountability when it's yours. That's why I never joined the gang, because I'm like, fool, you ain't fooling me. My uncles already got locked up. Y'all didn't call them. Y'all didn't put nothing on their books. I heard grandma over there stressing out. So you ain't going to get me on the streets tomorrow. Hey, dog, I got your back. First of all, respectfully, I don't need you to get my back. God got me. If God ain't got me, you sure ain't. We gonna all kick it because we both like the same jerseys. We all gonna kick it because we both like the same outfits. We go to the same school. We like the same girls. Man, you ain't me. And you can't cover me. I hate that. You watch a movie and then somebody like, I got your back. Then his ass the first one to get shot. I want to wake his dead ass up and say, hey man, I thought you had my back. Y'all not fooling me with the trickery, the sorcery, the whole guilt. It ain't no guilt. I don't care if you don't like it. Good. You can hang with everybody else. I'm over here keeping it real. Y'all over there faking friendships because y'all insecure, scared asses. Need a whole group. I run through that group. Back. What's up now, partner?
It's just he been shaky since his rookie year. Yep. And like I said, you have a Super Bowl caliber defense, and it just went to waste.
Yep. Yeah. It really went to waste because you still got him. You know what I'm saying? We talking about CJ like he's in year 6 or 7 or 8. Like this CJ third year, and he 3-3 in the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, respect. See, this is why I love it. This is why you ain't got to play them stupid ass cards that everybody else is dealing. Black, white, all that. Just talk it like it is. Hey, as bad as it's been, it ain't that bad unless it's that bad. Look, first year you had too much success, sophomore slump can happen, and it did to him. Now, the third year he did rebound, but he didn't come close to it in the playoffs. But this was a better year than last year. Let's be real about this. Now, what are you going to do now? This is the moment of truth. Because we saw here. Playoffs here. What's he going to do? Keep talking.
It's a lot of quarterbacks can't say that. You know what I'm saying? He get to the playoffs. The year y'all talking about he balled, he did all this. He was 1-1.
Yeah.
The next year, he was 1-1. Mm-hmm. This year, he was 1-1. All right, he had a rough ass 2 games with a whole lot of turnovers. Defense kind of, stood up for him.
A rough season.
That's football. The rough season. Yeah,
played good all season.
I mean, he ain't look good all season, but they won 11 straight games.
They did,
and they won a playoff game.
Yeah.
So he had to do something. You know what I'm saying? He did something.
This is the moment, look, I've been here before, where you don't have the exact data. You don't have, some analysts do, and this is why there's good to great and et cetera. You know he did something, and everybody knows he did something, but somebody could put the grenade in the room like he ain't balling, he ain't did nothing. And then you could look and be like, but the truth is he did play well this year. In moments, in times, but his stats overall were better than last year. But when you don't know that, you don't have the confidence to even say that, so now they got you on your heels. Keep talking, though.
If they won 11, 12 straight games, and we won the playoff game, he don't get no credit for none of that. That's all defense, right? They won the game 0.5 to 0.
Yeah, 4.
Davis Mills won 4 of those.
Davis Mills won 4. Who won the other 7? Who won the other 7 of these games? Was it not CJ?
He was that quarterback.
Bro, we talking about a year 3 guy who 3-3 in the playoffs. If we told you right when we drafted CJ, all right, look, his first year he gonna dominate. Then over the course of the next 3 years, he'll be 3-3 in the playoffs. You want him? You would say no? Ooh. You would say no, Skip?
I want it.
You would say no? Yeah. Well, I don't want no quarterback who's gonna be 3-3.
No, I want him.
Everybody will say hell yeah, and hopefully all them 3 wins come in 1 year and we got a bowl.
I mean, Lamar Jackson 3-4 in the playoffs. He also had a rough year. We're not tearing him down.
8. And he 3-4.
Really?
This man in year 3.
See how that computer comes in handy? Now he got another level of ammo to leave like, hey, he better than Lamar's record. See how it goes?
Year 2 this year.
This man in year 3, bro, and he 3-3 in the playoffs. And we gonna fire him?
Lamar and CJ, all right.
I'm not going to say I'm all right, but I'm concerned. Because y'all looking at the wrong shit.
I got to stop it right there. That's not fair. Because they literally just compare records. Everybody throwing stats and numbers out. All right, let's stay in the stats and numbers game. Then I show you something that's better than somebody, and then you say, but he's better than him. Well, the numbers don't prove it. Yeah, but it does. Does it? In the playoffs? We only talking about CJ like this because of the playoffs. Okay, well, he sabotaged the team more than Lamar Jackson ever has. But at the same time, the end game is the end game. The end justifies the means. Keep going. Talib, you got him on the ropes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned about CJ just with the late season collapse and how things weren't looking good, and honestly how he looked like a shell of himself after a couple of those turnovers.
It's up here.
It's up here.
I think he lost it.
I think what you could do. Listen, but stay with me. I think what you could do is you can upgrade that offensive line. They got to spend some money on that offensive line.
They were down
bring in
2 starters yesterday.
They're down 2 starters, and they're not very good to begin with.
They weren't.
They have these giant guys up front that can't move, can't get in front of people. When you have a tackle that's 6'8", 370 pounds, you have Titus Howard, who's an outside tackle. He's playing guard. You got these big bodies, and they played better as the season went on. But they are one of the reasons why CJ is definitely taking a step back. They need to invest in some studs up front. I'm talking draft picks. I'm talking money in free agency.
All right.
Well, okay, you brought up a good point. Oh, go ahead.
Joe Burrow got sacked 10 times and still won the game. Like,
Joe Burrow ain't been. Joe Burrow won in the playoffs this year.
Joe Burrow was hurt the whole season. We talk about the O-line. Your O-line can be trash and you can still win.
You think?
Great point. Best O-line ever is a decisive quarterback. Ask Peyton Manning, ask Tom Brady. Keep going.
He got sacked 10 times and won the game.
Could you imagine Joe Burrow with the Texans defense?
But Joe Burrow's got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. We had Nico Collins down. Tank Dell had a monster year for him last year, and then he gets hurt.
You just said the reason. You just said
with a hamstring.
You just said the reason he's taking a step back is because of his O-line.
100%.
He's taking a step back because of his O-line. We understand the O-line is a key factor.
They can't run the ball and they can't protect
these decisions he's making, that's on the O-line.
Bro, you win games different.
Blah, blah, blah. This would keep y'all in the barbershop all night long. Baby, what time you coming home? Never, baby. Why? What'd I do? Nothing. I'm at the barbershop arguing about C.J. Stroud. These fools think it's the O-line. It don't stop. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going. So the thing that I have noticed, my keen sense of awareness has led me to thinking that C.J. Stroud got a little high on the horse. It happens. When you get high on the horse, I'll give you one example. Somebody got so high on their horse, they decided that they were going to take all of these event requests and all of the money that comes. When you balling, like C.J. Stroud, especially a young quarterback, oh my God. I mean, literally, your publicist every day is getting 5 requests. This party, this event, this signing, this autograph session, this appearance. It's like $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a day you can just go. But the truly great ones are selective in that process. The truly great ones say no more than yes, because they know they need to lock in. Think about it. It's kind of hard to wake up and say, I got an autograph session at noon, and then I also got to go to this party event at 5:30 and do a double day. You can do it, but you ain't saving yourself for anything else in life. Your girlfriend, the girl you like, whatever it may be. Nope. Kids, if you got them. Nope. Family. Because you got to go grind. And then if you're grinding, you know how it goes. When you grinding, but you know you got something else to do, it's a different grind. But if all you doing is that, how you get there? As my grandma always said, the way you go in is the way you coming out. You went in grinding with like all these distraction stuff. So this guy that I'm talking about is not C.J. Stroud, but he started doing all those events and appearances, and you know what happened? He started working out on the road. You know what the problem with working out on the road is? It ain't your home gym. You don't know where everything is, and it doesn't have everything that you want or need. Then it turned into him working out at the resort, the hotel, the elliptical. You in the NFL doing the elliptical, and you weigh 400 pounds, you are about to get kicked out the league. Doing the elliptical. Oh, I worked out today. What'd you do? I did the elliptical. Hot tub, sauna. Okay. What'd you do, Wiley? Oh, I was flipping tires, mother sucker. That's how the game goes. So I think he got high on the horse. On top of, we need some old linemen here. Tunzel ain't there no more, et cetera. We on top of, we need y'all to stay healthy when it matters most. Nico Collins, et cetera. But, yeah. Beyond all of that, let's just be real. You could just see it. You can hear it. He's told on himself. Now it's okay. He's a religified guy. He gonna read the scripture. Humble yourself. He shall. And then it's on. All right, let's get into the NBA real quick. We got some all-star lineups. Let's have some fun with this. The NBA all-star starters are announced. Here are the guys from the Eastern Conference. Remember, though, Rachel been around this. She been around a lot of black dudes. She been covering the NBA. Remember, though, Rachel, you ain't write like that when you first got into the industry. Remember, they will. That's how she used to write it. Remember, they will not start on a team together because the format is USA versus the world. All right, so that's world right there. Giannis, Jaylen Brown. Yep, he American. Jalen Brunson, he American. Cade, God, if there's somebody more gangster than Cade Cunningham playing, let me know so I could be a fan of him too. This dude is about that life. You see that Cade Cunningham focus? That's what I'm talking about. And Tyrese Maxey. Ooh, we got that. 4 to 5 starters are us, right? That's all Americans right there. Respect. And let's go here to the West Side. And let's see if Rachel's still hood. Here are the Western Conference starters for NBA All-Stars. They will not start on a team together, though. All them damn Kevin Garnett. All them damn podcasts with Paul Pierce. Because the format is USA versus the world. Luka Doncic led all players in votes in both conferences. Damn, Luka, I see you. He ain't even from China. He from a small country, right? Get some. Steph Curry, America. Luka over there. So world is Luka and Giannis so far. SGA, damn, he world. Damn. Luka, Jesus. I know, we need ice. We need ice agents. Hey, this is the one-time ice. Chill. Let them world players play with us. No. Don't deport them. Let them stay here. Damn. Luka, SGA, and Giannis. And Jokic. And Wemby. They need to cancel the All-Star game. It's already bad. We already wrecked it. It's already over. Oh, it's done. Cancel that damn game. If they play for real, we will lose by 98 points. Because it's an All-Star game. They just be shoot. We will not. They will have 200. We will have 97. That ain't even 98. It's just. We getting smoked. There's no way. We got Steph. He 37. Huh? We got Steph, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade. I love you, Cade, and Tyrese. Am I lost in the sauce or what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, that's gangster. That's gang related. That is West Side neighborhood. That is so gangster. God dang. Well, we mentioned Steph, but we didn't mention LeBron, who was not voted a starter, I guess, the first time in his whole career, right? So the reserves and all that stuff. Tell me what's going on. I want to hear some people argue his legacy. You know I love me a NARP, a non-athlete, regular person. So let's go.
Disputed bar. Like, LeBron and Steph have been the undisputed bar.
LeBron, Steph.
By the way, can I talk about something
real
quick? I see a lot of you sports guys taking takes from me that y'all told me I was crazy for saying 3-4 years ago. I've been had Steph over LeBron in the GOAT conversation because of what Chris just said. He revolutionized the game of basketball, period, male and female. And when you talk about head-to-head matchups in the championship, Steph Curry's 3-1 against LeBron.
Team sport.
That's all I'm saying. I don't care.
Team sport.
Okay?
Team
it's
sport.
just saying 3-1 against
sport.
Braun. That's all I'm saying.
Team
3-1.
Team sport.
I heard Stephen A. Smith say one time he can't put Wilt Chamberlain over Bill Russell because Bill Russell beat him more times in the championship.
I got all these opinions on Bill Russell based on never watching him play.
Right.
Like, I need to stuff all my Bill Russell opinions into the fucking trash somewhere. Like, I just go off of what my dad says, and my dad said that he was the most dominant person he'd ever seen on a basketball court, both defensively and offensively. It wasn't like him scoring, but like what he would do and how he could control a game. Facilitator. It was amazing. He just said he'd never seen anybody that was that transformative at the time. Now, there was 8 teams in the league at the time. It was a very different game. Man. But I'm literally just regurgitating my dad's talking points.
And a lot of y'all do that for Jordan because a lot of you guys, let's not lie to each other, are under the age of 24. Even if you're 30, right? You were born in, what's that, 96? Be real. Be real. So you were what, 5 when Jordan retired? You don't know shit about Michael Jordan. Always arguing for him. In this situation, we got these two GOATs. LeBron, if you all-star, you're off the bench. Is that embarrassing? Not to me, but they trying to put it on your legacy. Keep going.
And it seems like Wilt had a little Bron in him in that he was the most physically dominant player by far.
But Bill
didn't win the chips as much.
So I'm saying
they let Bill coach the Boston Celtics during racism.
Yeah, right. Great.
Like, this is Boston we're talking about. You know what I mean? And he was so...
Keys to the city.
They were like, yo, do whatever you want. This is, like, that's how incredible he was. So I think that part of, like, Bill's greatness is wrapped up in that.
And it's the allure of the 11 championships.
I mean, it's...
You know what I'm saying? You win 11 championships, but to your point...
You might have something.
Blah, 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 blah. Just wanted to spice it up, talk a little NBA today. All good, all good, all good. All right. Well, beat up in the comments as I see you guys are, as we're going to circle back to a little bit more of this college football, shall we? Because a lot of conversations being had about Kirk Cignetti and keeping this thing going. If you guys missed the beginning of the show, which I don't know why you did, but if you did, we all know Indiana's national champions. Perfect year, perfect story. I mean, seriously, perfect year, we've said before, Yale. Football, but perfect story, I don't think we've ever said that before. So now, how did you create this culture? The talent, character, what was it?
Speaking of that, Coach, like when you do have that massive star disparity between two teams, like we were talking about it a little bit earlier, is there a chance that some of these guys for Indiana maybe in a crucial moment, like we see like, hey, this is why this guy was at JMU and why he didn't initially, go to an SEC school or an ACC team. If we do get that moment and it's close late, do you think Miami has any advantage because they have played close games throughout the playoffs, whereas Indiana has just beat the shit out of everybody and they haven't played a close game in almost a month since the Big Ten championship?
Well, I got a little theory about the first part of what you said about the stars. We never ever looked, and I know Sig doesn't either, at how many stars a guy has. Because I think what you all need to do is look at who's giving out the stars.
No! Yeah.
They don't know their ass from a handful of sand when it comes to what a football player is. So why would you as a coach depend on somebody who's not even a coach evaluating players to give them stars? I say all the time, Josh Jacobs had no stars. Damian Harris was a 5-star. They were both really good players, don't get me wrong, but Josh Jacobs was a first-round draft pick and Damian Harris was a third-round. Josh Jacobs still playing, Damian Harris is not. So when you evaluate the players on your own in terms of the criteria of what you're looking for at each position that fit in your system and the criteria of the kind of people you want to make the culture of your team what it is, which I think Sig has done a fantastic job of, because it's culture over system. I mean, if you don't have a good culture, you're never going to execute the system no matter how good it is. So that's what they've done such a great job of at Indiana, in my opinion. So I'm just not a big fan of the stars. I never knew how many stars a guy had until
They had 5.
signing day.
They went to your place?
Until signing
Most
day.
of them. They had 5. And if they didn't have 5, as soon as you offered them, it was funny how those changed. We got actually a new piece of tape on this guy. Saban likes him. That's a 5-star. That's a 5-star. But it is, to your point about Sig, you have to adjust. Hungry, want to prove something too, like, okay, now you got to carry the torch. It does feel like Indiana has maybe got to that. Miami too, though. I mean, that's the Carson Beck kind of coming in. Hey, you got to continue to live up with what Cam did last year, what we were able to accomplish. Good job turning these programs around. Go.
Blah, 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 blah. Real spit right there. I just want to take you a little deeper into the ranking system, because I know some of the people that rank. I don't want to umbrella the entire industry, but Coach nailed it. Especially at the youth level, think about it. The access you need to know where all the kids are. They're ranking kids my son's age already. I told you guys about it. One of the kids is on my team. He's 6th ranked in the country. His name is Nas. He's sick. Sickest handles I ever seen at 9, 10 years old ever. Ever. It's not even close. Like Kyrie-ish. And he's 10, 9? It's stupid. But this ain't to indict him or what he is in terms of value or ranking. It's to show you guys, have you seen every kid out there? No, it's impossible, okay? So a lot of it is the marketing, a lot of it is the campaigning, a lot of it is the relationships. And then you get to, whoa, since I know them, now I can rank them. But then how do you rank them? The conditions aren't the same. The teams that playing ain't the same. Like, how do you have it? So I know one kid that's ranked number 1. Now, he's insane too, but he's more of an overall insane. Like, he's a man child. He does pull-ups before practice and everything. He's sick. Little Tarver Jr. I don't know if he's even played against the guy on my team yet, but he's 6 and he's 1. How do I know he ain't better or that? Whatever. I'm not getting into that. It's not about that. I'm just letting you know I know kids who ranked, and they are 10. Trust me, I've been through the whole process. And then the guy who is ranking them, the sources, the publications, the magazines, it's a relationship. There ain't enough people out there to find all the defensive ends, and then this one ranking system got them at number 1. The other one got you at 7. Other one got you at 4. What's sad is it drives some of these kids crazy. Some, not all. I don't mind the ranking. Just let you know what they think of you. I hope you think more of yourself. I'm never going to shield anybody from no ranking. I hate when parents say it too. I'm like, don't ask me. They be like, what do you think about this rankings? I be like, I already know what you think just by you saying it that way and saying it. I'm just here to tell you, don't ask me. I love it. Your son needs to know that it's more important things in this world than what somebody thinks of your game. Do you think of your game that way? Yes or no? He must be right then. You ain't ranked? You ain't ranked. And you ever watch a marathon? Set, pop. It's 9,000 people taking off. And trust me, after 100 meters, the one who's in the front, if somebody's in the front, because the whole pack's still there, 1,000 meters, he ain't winning. He ain't the winner. You know what I mean? Stop it. It's a marathon. Chill. Tell these kids, look, I hate when people say avoid it, but then be stronger. How you gonna be tough if you ain't going through nothing tough? It's supposed to be tough. That's a rep. Mama, they don't want me. Good. Somebody else does, and you better want yourself more than all of them. But y'all want to avoid that teacher moment so your son can feel good that day so he can grab his Nintendo Switch and smile. My mama said I'm better than them boys on that. No, you not. Because it ain't about ranking y'all right now. That's just somebody's thoughts. The real is, how you going to be better? Get there. You ain't even got to worry about him. Just get where you want to go. Forget better. Forget better. Well, let's not forget better all the time, because sometimes better is better. Commanders unveiled first renderings of their new $3.8 billion DC stadium. This is better. Look at the background there. Look at that. They're like at a White House, like a curved up White House. Oh, that's sick. Jesus. Is the freeway driving right into my seat? Can I go straight from the freeway to my seat? Tell me I can. Tell me I can. I have a dream that one day I could get season tickets, yeah, and drive all the way from my front doorstep right to the concourse. Yes. Jesus, this is sick. And then the other side look like this. Let's go, Commanders. That's parking, don't park there. If that's parking, do not do. That better be a business. If that's parking, you're done. Do you know if you have to park up here, how many hours it would take you to circle around and get to the bottom? They got that at USC. It's the worst. Oh, that look like office buildings or people. Oh, condos and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. It's just like SoFi. Like, we got apartments, we got luxury housing, townhomes. We got a little Cosm. If you haven't been to Cosm, shout out to Jed. That's my boy Jed. He used to play in the NFL. The owner of Cosm, him and Steve Wynn. It's the best sports bar ever. It's not even close. It's better. See, kids, there are some things that are better. This is sick. I ain't parking there. This is sick. Woo-hoo. That's my seat right there when I go out to D.C. I got some business to handle in D.C. You know who I'm talking about. You know what it is, big dog. I'll see you soon. You can't run. You can't hide. I ain't even going to run. I'm a fly. Oh, this is sick. Sick. So some things are better, kids, but the rankings don't mean anything so much. Okay, here's another tidbit before we get into the politics. I know y'all sticking around for the politics. I love you. AFC, Mike and Sean, battle. NFC, Mike and Sean, battle. Thought that was cool. Thought that was cute. All right. So tell me this. All you parents out there, let me talk to you real quick, like Dana White did. This is hilarious. For all y'all, I told y'all about the athletic pyramid, right? Basketball stands at the top. What's close to the bottom, if not at the bottom, Dana White?
Soccer, whole nother ballgame. Can't stand soccer. I think that it's the least talented sport on earth. There's a reason 3-year-olds can play soccer, okay? You run around and kick a ball. Yeah, Landsberg said, you wouldn't say that if you were Brazil. I said, dude, I say this in every country. When you're playing a game where the net is this big, right, and the score is 3-1, are you shitting me right now?
That's a blowout.
Do you know how untalented you have to be to score 3 points when the net is this big? Soccer.
Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, I'm going to find the real stories and the great stories, and sometimes I'm just going to find some crazy like that, right? Some crazy stuff. Like this. Conference championship appearances since I was a rookie in the NFL, 1997. Y'all ready for this? Jimmy G got 7. Cowboys got 0. Conference championship appearances since my rookie year. 7 for Jimmy G. Cowboys got 0. Life comes at you fast, doesn't it? That's sad. That is so sad. Woo-wee. It's real out here in the field. Also want to talk to you guys. Nah, I ain't going to do this. Got another topic right here. I'm going to skip this one. I got to tell you this one story real quick. So I want to tell you this story, but this is how I'm going to get to this story, by showing you this video. And this is a Raider player who got caught up in a little legal trouble. Obviously, if you watch this video, you're going to see why. So let me set it up properly. Look at me trying to get them politics so fast. I'm skipping over. See? CJ Stroud. Here we go. Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Charles Snowden, who was found asleep and unresponsive in a running SUV and told police he was in Florida, could avoid a DUI conviction if he complies with a plea agreement. Snowden entered a no contest plea to a misdemeanor DUI through his attorneys. Now, you got to do no contest when you see this video, you're going to be like, no contest. You got to pay a fine, DUI and coroner's classes. Damn, coroner's classes? They make you see dead bodies from DUIs and say, yeah, that's part of your punishment. Prosecutors will reduce the charge to reckless driving. Okay, you get the point. Wow, his blood alcohol level was 0.19. and 0.18, more than twice Nevada's legal limit. He said he was in Florida. Man, he was in the zone. I want to show you this because I want to give you this story real quick.
Hey, step out of the vehicle for me.
Copy. You can take my location to Sahara Lindell.
Step in front of my car. Okay, come on. Hey, sir, do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Where you are?
Trying to get home, man.
What?
Trying to get home.
Trying to get home? Where are you coming from?
Washington.
Washington? What are you doing out here?
Trying to get home.
Do you know what state you're in?
Yeah.
What state?
Florida.
Florida? You're not in Florida. Do you know what city? No? Okay. Sit tight. Who's the DUI expert on our squad? Do you have any ID on you, sir? You don't have any ID on you. Is the car registered to you?
Thank you.
No?
Can I just go home, please?
You know, you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Do you realize that you crashed your car off of
No, I just want to go home.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
You know, because it seems like you've been drinking. You know?
Only reason I want to show it is not to embarrass him, but I mean, it's public knowledge, so it's not, that's already out the bag. I mean, that's next level. That's gone. I want to bring it up because of this. How close that is to going tragically left. And how close I was one time going tragically left. So, got a new car. I've told this story before, but it's appropriate right now because I just saw this. Got a new car. And at the time, this is after I signed with San Diego. So 01, got this new car. It was a Ferrari, but a hard top. Can't lie, didn't want a hard top, but I was so thirsty to just get something and spend for it. This is not bragging. These are matters of fact. I bought that one. I was like, I want that one right now, okay? And then that's life. Plus, I was debating it. I was like, I like convertibles, but I don't like when they're up and they got that little plastic in the back. This is back before right around when Lexus came out with the hard top that looked like the real car still, instead of that little fake plastic and a different color top. I was like, ugh. But I was like, I want it, but I'll take this. Why bring all that up? I'm thirsty. I'm too thirsty. Get the car. As soon as I get the car, tell them, paint it, change the rims, put the sounds in. Don't even want it yet. Give me a week. Give me 2 weeks, however long it takes. Then give it to me ready. They gave it to me ready this one Friday night. Took the car to the club, parked right in the front. I'm doing the most. It looked like some Hollywood movie. I'm loving life. I went there by myself. My boys are with me. Following. It's a Ferrari. It's only 2 seats. So, like, you know, I just rolled, met them all up there. We all there. Left. Didn't leave by myself. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm leaving. Hanging, saw one of my homegirls. All right, let's go. We're going to have the after party in my crib. Let's go. Showing off. Not knowing how to drive this car, and they had that, what do they call it? Them pedals. The gears were up here instead of like down there. Don't even know how to drive a stick. I ain't never drove a stick, but they said this is auto. If you mess up, it just goes in auto. So you're good either way. But you can make and I was doing that. I'm going up La Cienega. I'm driving fine. I'm not going really fast until I was. But I was just starting off real fast, make that noise. You get to 45 in like half a second, then you like chill it. Well, going up, my boys passing me by because I'm only going 45. I'm just making noise. Oh, that's what we doing? I'm in. She like, yeah. And then if you know La Cienega, you got to go a little left. You got to go that little, you go right, you go left. I didn't see the construction plate. So, you know, LA and our streets and our governor and our mayor, they ain't paying for them streets. They're paying for homelessness. That ain't ended yet. I'll stop. Some of our streets are smooth like this, and some of them got ramps on them, like big black like cubes around them. And then this big ass silver plate. Everyone's seen it in LA. And they go like this. Doom, doom, doom. Well, when you're in a Ferrari going faster than 45 now, I'm in the air. I remember it like yesterday. In the air. Immediately, I'm like drifting right. So I'm like in the air going left. I'm turning the wheel left. So when I land, I don't go straight. Straight is a tree. Straight is a wall. Either the wall or the tree. I see it. I'm like, bing, in the air, like, but I ain't landed yet. When I landed, y'all ever been in those video games at Dave & Buster's, the driving games, and when you crash, you be like, damn! And I'm a big old strong dude at this time. This is my strongest, this is my peak powers. I landed, it was so strong, all my left went like this. It just went, and it said, tree, what's up? Back. I was going like 120. I think 120. Bam. That's the first thing I saw and heard. It went, the front of the car is a trunk, like all these cars are now. It's a frunk. Back then, that was like, whoa, that was pioneering. Frunk, gone. The car started at my foot. I'm on the charges, y'all. Fiberglass everywhere. To the point where I thought for this long, I'm dead. That's like the light. That's like, it was just fiberglass. And I just saw all these crystals flying. But guess what? And I knew I wasn't dead because guess what? It felt like this. It didn't feel like, boom! It felt like, I looked around, looked at her. She chilling. I was like, you okay? She like, we were protected. Like kind of race car stuff. I bring that up because, man, like I said before, don't start filming a movie if you don't know the end. You don't know the ending? Don't start filming that movie. This dude, me in that moment, dog, learn the car. Stop showing off. Stop being so thirsty. Stop being caught up. This dude, dog, you gonna have that many drinks? I don't know how many you gotta have that. That's insane. You gonna drink the whole bottle? Uber out. You got the money. You got the time. And thankfully, you still got your life. All right, politics time. I'm ready. You ready? Lots going on in this world. A lot going on in this world. We all got kids, itty bitties. We send them away to school. And then when they go to school, they at school longer physically in terms of time connected, time committed, time connected, time committed. They're with their teachers more than they are with you in a day. Think about it. 8 hours at home, they're sleep. Kids, probably 10 hours. So you're not connecting with them. You just with them. They wake up. They got 8 hours at school. That's 18. You only got 6 to get them to practice and talk to them. Get them at home while you feeding them breakfast, lunch, breakfast or dinner, not even lunch. Teachers are with your kids more than you. Talking to them, hanging with them, connectivity. Yeah. What's happening in their schools? It's kind of interesting.
The amount of indoctrination that's happening in schools and universities is, I think, far beyond what parents realize. Let me give you an example that a friend of mine told me, which his daughters go to high school in the Bay Area, and he was asking them, like, who are the first few presidents of the United States? They could name Washington, and I said, well, what do you know about him? Well, he was a slave owner. What else?
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Like, okay, that's maybe you should know more than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slavery is obviously a horrific institution, but we should still know more about George Washington than that. The amount of indoctrination.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is not to go in on schools. It's just to make you aware that when your kids are learning things, to learn what they're learning. I remember my kids asked me this weekend, they was like, Daddy, who's more important? I said, I think it was yesterday. Damn, CTE. They said, who's more important? I said, who? They said, Dr. Martin Luther King or Jesus? Because we went to church. I said, I think Jesus got him by a lot. Jesus got everybody by a lot. They were like, oh, okay. She moved on. She didn't think about it twice. It's so funny watching kids at different phases and stages. Some of them don't know what day of the week it is. Some don't know how to read time, analog. Some of them don't know anything about somebody. My kids literally will swear to you. I say, who's the GOAT in basketball? Michael Jordan. And I say, all right, who's the second best if it's not Michael Jordan? Kobe. I was like, damn, that's good. I said, have you seen either play? No. And then my other daughter loves LeBron because she saw Space Jam. So she's like, no, LeBron's the best. And she's only talking about the Monstars and stuff. Learn what your kids are learning is the point, right? And then we got situations like this. Let's talk about pronouns. I'm going to say it now before we even get into it. I respect people's pronouns. I don't think it's that deep of an issue. I understand there's deeper issues that come from the pronouns, but somebody asked me to call them something, I'm going to call them something that. Now, I have the option to call you exactly who you are as well. Like, I got into trouble and a family member hates me still to this day because I called them their birth name because they changed their name. They really didn't change their name. They changed how you said their name. Like, Tiffany became Tiffany. I was like, all right, so I called you Tiffany for the rest of your life. But when we got into an altercation and stuff, I was like, I need Tiffany. They still mad. I was like, well, I ain't call you out your name. I just called you your original name. You the one changed it, damn it. Let's talk about this man who got arrested. He's a teacher. He gonna tell you why.
That's what he's doing. Refuse to use the they pronoun for a young child. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. It's an abuse of power. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity what's happening here at Wilson's Hospital
every
School.
Boy and girl and man and woman, forcing transgenderism on them. Nobody accepts this. They don't believe it. People don't want to be told what to believe in.
Well, this is all about transgenderism. Yeah, no, it's about forcing. No, it is about one issue. This is about the issue of the
Okay, so I'm going to save you guys a lot of the time because this man took a few minutes to break it down because he didn't want to go to jail, but he is. This Irish teacher arrested again after refusing to use they pronoun for a student. This is where I stop. I'm like, I call you they, but I also could call you boy or girl, right? If I could call you they, you want me to elect what you want me to select from you. Okay, so let's, do unto others as you would do unto them, right? You want to be called that, I will. But you've been called what I'm also allowed to call you forever. No, Oh, man. All right, well, let's talk through it. Back in cuffs again. Enoch Burke, the Irish teacher who's already spent over 560 days in jail. Golly. Was arrested again this morning outside Wilson's Hospital School. Now, this is called being principled. I'm not like that. My principles live through actions. And it's 560 days in jail. I will never get back. I'm not proving the point that way. Respect to him for proving it this way, but don't ask me. I'm not. Nope. Whatever you go. Nope. Nope. I'm not going to jail for one of them days to prove that point. But respect to him for doing it because that's his way. Why? He wouldn't call a male student they as demanded by the school principal. This is all about transgender ideology forcing it upon every school in the country. They want silence, not debate, but my conscience will bring me back to this gate. I was never told I had to renounce my Christian beliefs to do this job. They can throw me in a prison cell, but they can't force me to lie. Respect. Respect. But we all are dealing with some form or fashion of that, not to the point of being incarcerated, but we all know there's a world right now where we're trying to figure out ethics and morality because of ideology. Like it's invaded that in a space and a place where we haven't dealt with it before ever. The part of it is the collectivism that's happening, because social media is collectivism. Right? Algorithms is rigging you to believe certain things or get triggered by certain things. We're all connected more than ever, even if we don't want to be. You used to grow up, when you grew up, you used to know your neighbor or not know your neighbor. Most of us knew our neighbors because we were friendly, we were neighborly. Now, you live by somebody. That ain't your neighbor, they just live next door. Seriously. One of my neighbors came in so hot, I had to just give him that space. I love all people. I'm all nice. But you got to understand, when I come home, I'm unplugging. I can't plug in for you all the time. They came in too hot, too excited. First of all, I hate when somebody's excited I'm their neighbor versus if you were their neighbor who is anonymous. Like, we both got the same amount of money in the range. But you do this. So what? That's my job, or that's who people know me as. You think I want to come home and be known as, hey, guess who? So if you are the one who lives next to somebody that's everybody knows, keep it to yourself. They will much more appreciate and probably invite you over if you stop acting like fan man or fan girl. Fan woman, I guess I should say, huh? See? My pronouns and stuff. Stop. He, thee, she. The point is, it's a real world out there right now in terms of what am I supposed to respect? I'm supposed to respect yours and you before I respect mine and me. He's willing to go to jail for that. I'm willing to say whatever I need to say to stay out of jail. But I will call you they. It's not that deep. But if I call you boy, don't arrest me. If I call you he, don't arrest me. That's all. It's good. It's good. You prefer. You can't mandate. I can't mandate you call me Marcellus. You know how many times people call me Marcus? They don't see the L's. I'm like, oh. I can't mandate you call me that. So everybody complain about America. It's bad. It ain't that bad. Love for you guys, man. Have an amazing day. We're going to get back at this tomorrow. Let's go get it. Peace. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the birds. Time to hydrate.